We have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man to go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queens.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
I'm
Queen.
getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
In my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I won't always smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Tariq and Shakur.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans, and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X to my jeans and I got...
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no, hell to the no, to the no.
Get your ass out of here. If you got license, you show me.
I mean, I just want to fish, ma'am.
Oh, no, hell, you can't fish. You don't know how to fish. You don't even wear the right kind of clothes. You got damn stupid shoes on anyway. Where'd you get them ugly breeches? You asshole.
And let me say this to the European queens who keep filling up my inbox. You can stop it. I don't need to see that you got an ass like a black woman. I don't need to see you got hips like a black woman. I don't need to see you got lips like a black woman. I don't need to see that you curvy like a black woman. You are not the black woman. When we make love to our own women, that's magic. That's magic. When I lay down with a butter almond queen, when I lay down with a butter pecan, with a caramel, with a chocolate fudge, with an African vanilla, when I lay down with a hot peanut butter and a warm pistachio, that is sexual magic. A white woman you can never understand. I cannot be a racist, my Neanderthal. And why are you on this? This is a private meeting for the African family. What?
Somebody please help Dr. Umar. Somebody please help him. Butter almond? Okay, so Grand Rising, everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. So as you're coming in, please be sure to like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Okay, and if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, you already know what to do. Okay, so that all being said, and also please double check to make sure you're still subscribed, especially if you have not been receiving notifications. I saw someone left me a note, or someone left me a comment the other day. I forgot their name, but someone left me a comment saying they've been following me for years and they just found out that they were unsubscribed. Okay, so please pay attention. All right, so hello, Samantha, Latasha, Robert, Dragon Lily, Desmond, Queen Sam, Eric. Shout out to my moderators putting in work. Okay, Emperor Rex, DJ Big Six in the house. All right, Claudette, Dragon Lily, Jamal is here, Pearly. Okay, so let's get into it. Cherokee Descendant Dale, Priscilla is here, Miss Peaches. All right, so y'all know I love me some Royals, Twizzle TV, All Hell No, Capricornus, Nita's and Mike's World. Okay, James, I see you, Courtney J. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. And for those of you who follow the backup channel, we'll be going live on there right after this broadcast. Hey, Deronda and Nessie X. We'll be going live right after that. Also, I'll be on the spiritual channel today, too. So let's talk about it, okay? Because yesterday evening, they made an arrest at Drake's house. And I started to come back on here, but I'm like, I'll talk about it in the morning, okay? And so anyway, they made an arrest at Drake's house. They said someone was trying to get in. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And I love how they keep saying, oh, we're investigating to see if this has anything to do with the beef between him and Kendrick. But they don't say that about Drake. Please pay attention. Okay, so a man was arrested after trying to break into Drake's $100 million Toronto mansion. Now, here's a question. Why do they keep emphasizing that Drake's mansion is $100 million? I'm just curious as why they feel the need to emphasize that. And, you know, for a $100 million mansion, I'm sorry, the security doesn't seem to be that great. But I digress. So this is one day after a security guard was shot in a drive-by shooting. I'm sorry. Listen, this is just crazy to me, you guys. If you live in a $100 million mansion and somebody can do a drive-by at your residence, you may as well live in the hood, that's all I'm saying. Now, the Toronto police confirmed the incident to page 6 in a statement Wednesday, saying that officers were called after a person attempted to gain access to the property. The person was apprehended under the Mental Health Act. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to go to the footage. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay. What do you all think about this? I see just another woman said trying to divert people's attention. I mean, hey, that's what it seems like to me. Okay, that's what it seems like to me. And I find it so interesting. And another thing that gets on my nerves is they keep saying that Drake's house was posted, after a diss track and all that. Well, he posted Kendrick's house too. Okay, why are they not mentioning that just because no one showed up at Kendrick's house? Okay? What do you all think about it? Likes up, everyone, please get those likes up. Thank you in advance. So I just find it very interesting. And hold on for a second. Okay, here it is right here. Now, these people claim they have an update. Let me cue this video real quick. Hold on one second. I'm trying to find the part that I need to get to. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go, beloveds. This is like a 7-minute long video. So I was trying to, and they were talking about a myriad of things. So I was trying to get to the specific part. Okay. Likes up. Thank you in advance. Now I'm going to put my overlay on here because I don't need any problems with ScrewTube.
There was another incident yesterday. It seemed pretty cut and dry as to what happened. But what do we know about it?
So we know that it was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday. Police had to respond once again to the scene because if you remember yesterday morning, Karen Seolin was there live. Mm-hmm. There were no police officers on scene throughout the morning. It was 2 o'clock in the afternoon they got called back for a man who was trying to break in and break onto the property somehow sneak onto the property. He was arrested, but under the Mental Health Act. So there were some mental health issues there. You can imagine that because of the prominence of this story in the headlines, that it's word has gotten out, and there may be instances where people are either just driving by to see what it looks like and what's going on there, or in this case, someone in crisis who needed help.
But unrelated.
As far as we know, unrelated. We don't know. We only know the person was arrested under the Mental Health Act, and we haven't heard anything else from police just yet in terms of an update on the shooting itself.
Is that strange at this point for something this high profile?
No, I wouldn't say so. I think that police want to make sure that they have all their ducks in a row when they do come out and provide an update as well. Would love to know if the security guard is still considered to be in life-threatening condition. That's one update that we love to see, that he's improved.
See improve, yeah.
Yeah, sure. So still waiting for information on that. But I don't think it's odd. I think police often do take some time. They did put out a release yesterday, just kind of detailing what happened, what they wanted to release. I think when it comes to suspect descriptions and vehicle descriptions, they want to make sure everything is
100%
correct before they come out and provide an update.
And I would like to think there were some pretty high-end cameras in that neighborhood. You would assume.
I would assume.
But I appreciate the police not wanting to throw everything out there until they were 100% sure. Mm-hmm. But again, the other thing we do know in terms of Drake's house specifically is his Google Maps did appear on a major single that recently was released, one of the biggest songs in the world. You're gonna look. I know the line. I've heard this line. Well, everyone knew where Drake lived. Well, I don't know if everyone did. I know a lot of people who follow a lot of music knew. I don't think everyone knew. So I mean, that the more this kind of happens, I go back. I think about that a little bit. But again, we don't know much from police. That's all we've been given, and that's the latest from Drake's place and that incident yesterday. Tammy, thank you very much for that. Any more updates on that? Keep it locked right here.
Okay. First of all, he can miss me with it. He said, I don't know if everyone knew. Well, clearly everyone didn't know, but what they're saying is his address was already public knowledge. Okay, people already knew where he lived. Stop trying to pin this on Kendrick. That's all I'm saying. All right, trying to paint narratives. And I'm just wondering how much Drake had to pay his little cousin to come and pretend to be crazy like he's trying to break in. I'm sorry, narratives are being painted as far as I'm concerned, okay? Narratives are being painted. So the guy with a mental illness followed K-Dot, right? I'm telling y'all, that was likely Drake's cousin. I don't believe a word of any of this foolishness. I'm sorry, I just don't. Everything that's going on with Drake, I think Drake knows all about it. And here's the thing. I went back to an old article where Drake was talking all this noise about there's always going to be beef and competition. Hold on. And just for his FYI, Drake, for Drake's FYI, this is not a beef. It's a cultural reckoning. Okay, that's what it is. It's a cultural reckoning. So let me pull this up real quick. Lights up, everyone, please like and share. Here it is right here. This is what Drake said. Rap will never be at peace. There will always be competition. Well, that may be true. But at the end of the day, you lost this one, okay? You lost this one, buddy. Hip-hop star Drake said the rap music industry will never be peaceful. According to him, there will always be competition in hip-hop, stressing that as long as there is competition, there will never be peace. Now, the Canadian rapper who is currently on tour displayed the statement on his message board. The statement read, the rap game will never be at peace. There will always be competition. Okay, and as long as there's competition, there will never be peace. Everyone wants to be the one. Now, Daily Post recalls that J. Cole recently tendered a public apology to Kendrick Lamar from dissing him on 7-Minute Drill, saying he fell off like The Simpsons after Lamar dissed Cole and Drake on Future and Metro Boomin's song Like That, which featured him. Okay, then J. Cole apologized. Now, Jay said he regrets his actions, stressing that he shouldn't have downplayed Kendrick's catalog and greatness like that. He described the diss track as the lamest ish he has ever done in his entire life. Meanwhile, Drake has yet to officially respond to Kendrick Lamar's diss. Now, mind you, this is from like a month ago, April the 9th. Okay, so with that all being said, Drake's talking all this slick talk about there's always going to be rap beef. Yeah, there is. Until he realizes he's losing miserably and that he's being exposed for filth. And then all of these shenanigans begin. Okay, please pay attention. And let's not forget that XXXTentacion, before he died, said that if he dies, if somebody kills him, it was Drake. I'm just saying. All right. I know they say he got robbed. I know that. But I'm just saying. So clearly he felt like Drake had the capability to have something like that done to him, is all I'm saying. Now, back to Kendrick and Lamar's beef. So now they're being accused of misogyny and trying to weaponize the hashtag #MeToo movement. This is what they're saying about them. And then another article said that women are collateral damage in their beef. How did all this happen? Where is this all coming from? Okay, so let's get into it. Lights up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. Drake and Kendrick Lamar don't care about misogyny. Okay, the rappers accuse one another of abusing women, but weaponizing hashtag #MeToo isn't the same as standing up for women. So the first weekend of May was the ultimate gift to rap fans. After more than a month of subliminal barbs and third-party interference, Drake and Kendrick Lamar went back and forth with heavyweight diss tracks. Over the course of 72 hours, they created an amount of mayhem that hasn't been seen in hip-hop since Drake was last accused of hiding a child. There's allegedly another one, by the way. Now, as of May 8th, it seems like the bulk of this rap war has already been fought. On May 4th, Lamar delivered what seemed like a knockout blow with a catchy DJ Mustard-produced diss track, Not Like Us. Since then, videos of the song being enjoyed by clubgoers have come out, while Drake's music has been booed, okay, and it's gone viral. By the time Drake released The Heart Part 6 on Sunday, a notably limp voice note of a track brushing off Lamar's diss, the world had already chosen the victor. Okay, Drake fans, please stop crying, all right? This week's long debacle has many layers, but Drake and Lamar's choices of ammunition is arguably the most striking part. On his three-act diss, Family Matters, Drake made bombshell claims that Lamar is a domestic abuser. Meanwhile, Lamar uses the years-long rumors surrounding Drake's alleged relationships with underage girls as a way to get back at him in the songs Meet the Grams and Not Like Us. Now, the rappers each accused the other of misogyny, attempted to weaponize the hashtag Me Too culture against one another. As the out-of-pocket nature of rap beef, both call-outs were shocking. Still, it's hard to completely revel in the moment with such serious claims floating around. In both cases, we're looking at weighty allegations, and dropping them in a diss track seemed clunky and insensitive. Is this truly an exciting moment in hip-hop when it comes at the expense of women? I mean, this is all so stupid. I just want you all to pay attention. This is how narratives are painted and pushed, okay? Or are fans just enabling a disturbing status quo within the genre? Let me just say this before I continue, because this really is annoying. So you mean to tell me when Eminem did that song talking about his mother like a dog, right? That wasn't bad. They didn't have anything to say about that. But now they want to try to turn this into something that it absolutely isn't. Now, while social media users are mostly enjoying the drama playing out between Drake and Lamar, others have pointed out the glaring hypocrisy in hearing two men, both of whom have demonstrated sexist attitudes in their music and supported abusers in the industry, attempt to expose each other's mistreatment of women. I'm sorry, when was Kendrick supporting abusers in the music industry? Can someone put that in the chat? Because I don't have a clue about it. Now, knowing that this is all an effort to win the internet's favor makes these claims feel even more shallow, they say. Now, on his first diss track, Euphoria, Lamar comes out swinging by questioning Drake's combative relationships with women, flat out stating that he doesn't believe that he likes them. It's hard to disagree with the general sentiment that Drake might be a misogynist, as it becomes harder to dispute, or more accurately ignore, in recent years. Now, in addition to his unprompted jabs at Rihanna and Megan Thee Stallion, okay, his raps have gradually become the stuff of incel subreddits. Now, his once endearing lover boy persona has regressed to that of a perpetual scorned teenager. But listening more closely, the delivery of Kendrick's accusation is, well, a little misogynist itself. There is a tinge of homophobia to the bar, including saying Drake can pop ass with women and sees them as competition, explicitly comparing him to glasses-wearing rapper Sexy Red. That said, this characterization of Drake as an Instagram baddie who's gotten plastic surgery, Lamar even references those BBL rumors at one point. This has become its own meme. Now, from the mouth of an ardently Christian straight guy in the middle of a vicious feud, it doesn't have the same lightheartedness. It has certainly benefited Lamar and Drake, or that Drake's transgressions against women have generated more public backlash and is fresher in the listeners' minds. That's maybe why fans generally seem less curious about the domestic abuse claims that Drake makes on Family Matters against Lamar. To be fair, Drake goes out dropping these accusations in a frivolous way, which undermines any supposed concern on his end. In one line, he couples this allegation with a joke about Lamar's height. He uses the song to tout a rumor that Lamar's fiancee, Whitney Alford, birthed a child outside of their relationship, suggesting these claims have equal weight. On Lamar's back-to-back responses, Meet the Grams and Not Like Us, he unleashes the darker intel that he teases about Drake in his earlier diss tracks, mainly the accusations that Drake sleeps with underage girls. On Meet the Grams, he calls Drake a sick man, suggesting that him and Weinstein should get effed up in a cell for the rest of their lives. On Not Like Us, he's a bit more direct, calling Drake a certified PDF file. Okay, there's also the triple entendre, trying to strike a chord, and it's A minor. Okay, that's become a standout bar from this feud. Nevertheless, it's an uncomfortable subject matter to hear over an up-tempo beat. Okay, on West Coast, excuse me, on West Coast rap. So anyway, I'm not going to go through all of this. I just find it also ridiculous. This doesn't have anything to do with misogyny or weaponizing the YouTube movement. You know, people have gotten to the point where you can't say anything. Whatever happened to freedom of speech? You can't have a rap beef without people trying to pick apart what you should have said, what you shouldn't have said, and all of this ignorance. It's just so ridiculous to me. And here's the thing. For the people that were saying things like, you know, Kendrick went too far, you know, because he was talking about Drake's relationships or whatever. And then the people saying, you know, talking about Drake, talking about Kendrick's fiance. Here's the thing. It's a rap battle. In a rap battle, people say whatever, okay, to win. That's what they do. They say whatever to win. Now, if Kendrick thinks that Drake is messing around with underage girls and he wants to allude to that in the song, well, what's the problem? I'm sorry. At the end of the day, and the reason no one's really saying anything about what Drake said as it pertains to Kendrick and domestic abuse is because where's the proof? We have video footage of Drake kissing a minor on stage, all up on her rear end and all that. We have the young lady saying out of her own mouth, Millie Bobby Brown, I believe, that she was texting him. They were texting back and forth when she was 14. Clearly inappropriate. So at the end of the day, he doesn't have any proof about what he said about Kendrick. We don't see any receipts on that anywhere. At least I haven't. So that's why nobody's talking about it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But it's so annoying. But here's the thing. I told you all the other day that Kendrick's song was #1. Matter of fact, his songs were #1 and #2. So now they're saying that Kendrick has broken Spotify's record. Now you see why Drake wants to have all the shenanigans? You see why he wants to have all these shenanigans? Because nothing's really going on with Drake. I'm sorry. I don't care who's mad. I don't care what anybody says or thinks. I think it's all cap. And at the end of the day, that security guard getting blasted at Drake's house or whatever, at the end of the day, that's probably the person that they claimed was the mole. And so that might have been paid back. That's all I'm saying. I definitely think Drake knows exactly what happened with that. So Kendrick Lamar is shattering streaming records and claiming more top spots on the music charts with his diss tracks than his rap beef adversary Drake, as the pair's rivalry heats up to become a full-blown war that has included claims of sexual misconduct and infidelity and possibly contributed to a shooting at Drake's Toronto home. It didn't contribute to it. It didn't contribute to it at all. Not Like Us, the track released by Lamar Saturday night that included claims that Drake had a history of pursuing relationships with underage women and called him and acquaintances certified PDF files. That broke Spotify's single-day streaming record for a hip-hop song with 6.59 million listens. Okay, Not Like Us overtook a Drake song to earn the Spotify streaming title. Drake's 2021 song, Girls Want Girls, which was not even a diss track from the pair's ongoing feud. That was a previous record holder. Now, Lamar is also beating Drake on Billboard's Hot 100 chart, where Euphoria currently sits at number 11, and Push-Ups by Drake, the first true diss track in the feud, is at number 17. See, this is the thing. It was the first diss track. Drake started this, and then he wants to cry and play the victim. Okay, just like a Karen, okay? Just like a Karen. Now, on Wednesday, 5 of the 9 diss tracks that have been exchanged between the pair in recent weeks were in the top 12 spots on the Apple Music charts, with Lamar leading the way. Not Like Us was the top of the chart in Family Matters, in which Drake slams Lamar's engagement to longtime partner Whitney Alford and suggests infidelity within their relationship, was at the number 3 spot. Euphoria by Lamar was number 4 on the chart Wednesday, followed by Meet the Grams by Lamar, which was at number 10. Push-Ups by Drake was at 12. Okay, I'm sorry. We don't even have to go any further. We already know who lost. Now, Drake's and Lamar's beef has been simmering for more than a decade, but the latest battle can be traced back to an October song from Drake and J. Cole called First Person Shooter that said they, alongside with Lamar, were the big three of rap. Lamar responded in March with a line on his song Like That, which debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 instead of rapping. Instead of rapping, it's just Big Me. Okay. I'm sorry. Instead, rapping, it's just Big Me. Now, Drake responded with the song Push Up. Okay. I'm not going to go into all those songs back and forth. At the end of the day, I mean, it's undisputed. It's undisputed. Okay. Put some gloves on and get in the ring. That's what I say, says Bookhorse DC. Well, you know, Drake wouldn't get in the ring, please. On me, the info I got was BBL Drizzy didn't write Family Matters. Lloyd Banks and 50 Cent did. What? Are you serious? Please tell me 50 did not write that song for Drake. You're saying 50 Cent and Lloyd Banks wrote that? No wonder 50 was caping for Drake. Just Biz says Drake said don't speak on his PYTs. Okay, anyway, all nefarious at the end of the day, okay? And then here's another thing. Their beef even crashed the Genius site. Escalating Kendrick Drake rap beef crashes Genius site, okay? And they said Kendrick Lamar drops over this weekend sent most hip-hop heads to Genius to figure out the showdown. Genius's lyrics offer a community effort place where fans can annotate lyrics and suggest the meanings behind them. Okay, so he crashed that site. Crashed that site. And so I find it also interesting. Just another woman said, I don't care for Drake. I don't know why, but I get trickery and fraud, in my opinion. Listen, I never liked Drake. Okay, I don't know why either. Just never liked him. I just never cared for him. It's something about him. Drake too busy wearing barrettes and fingernail polish, says Miss Obsidian Reloaded. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree, beloveds. Okay, likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Thank you in advance. And you know, another thing that people were talking about is how they share the same agent. Because remember, I told you all, they both are under the umbrella of UMG. They both had their music released with Republic Records, which is a division of UMG. But did y'all know that they have the same agent? Behind the scenes of Drake and Kendrick Lamar's bitter feud, the rappers share an agent. So at least they have one thing in common. Feuding rappers Drake and Kendrick Lamar are embroiled in an epic war of words. Okay, that the New York Times said yesterday is filled with full-bore acrimony and unverifiable accusations. Now, the rhymers traded lyrical blows over the weekend via the rapid-fire release of multiple songs littered with attacks regarding race, appropriation, sexual and physical abuse, body image, misogyny, hypocrisy, generational trauma, and more. Why did they say generational trauma? That's because Drake called us slaves and said that Kendrick was trying to be an activist. Now I want you all to pay attention because nobody pointed out the fact that Drake called us slaves and that he said Kendrick was a fake activist until I did. Now you have fake Nancy Drew who loves to copy the Queen's talking points. That's all she kept saying yesterday. Somebody sent it to me. She just kept saying, yeah, he called us slaves. He said this, he said that. And she kept talking about the culture. Girl, please sit down. We know you're a Karen, just like your mom. Okay, but let me continue. So with that all being said, I find it all interesting, okay, that these two have the same agent. Now, that could absolutely put somebody in a pickle, is all I'm saying. It's all I'm saying, but I digress. So anyway, goes on to say, and make sure you get those likes up, beloveds. Likes up, please. Like and share. Thank you in advance. So it goes on to say, insiders are buzzing about different behind-the-scenes tensions, okay, because the rappers share an agent. They say, I'm sorry, these pop-ups. They say they're both repped by booking agent Brent Smith of Wasserman Music. We'd say perhaps Smith can package a blockbuster diss tour with the two, but the contention seems almost too deep. Is he picking sides? This is what someone wondered, okay? They said, we guess rolling calls must be weird. Then again, maybe he's laughing all the way to the bank as the rival tracks have racked up millions of streams. Now, Lamar called Drake a certified PDF file in one song, while Drake rapped back, "I never been with one underage," before taking a shot at Lamar's fiance. Lamar also alleged in a verse that Drake has a secret daughter, which the rival rapper denied. Yeah, well, we already know that he lied about that, clearly. Now, the furious feud boiled over starting Friday night when Drake responded to two recent diss tracks from Lamar with a nearly 8-minute tune of his own. Hours later, Lamar released with another lyrical broadside, followed by another the next day. Finally, for now, Drake issued a response on Sunday night. So, just wondering if the agent has preferential treatment is what some social media users were questioning. All that money got his head big, thought he was about the street life. You started and Kung Fu Kitty gonna finish. Yeah, and see, that's the thing. That's why people are calling him a Karen, because nobody asked him to start a beef. He started on his own, all right, bragging about there's always going to be competition because everybody wants to be the one. Okay, speak for yourself. Speak for yourself, because everybody doesn't want to be the one. Some people just want to make their money. Okay, that's what some people want to do. So anyway, I just find it all interesting. Like stuff, everyone, please like and share. Now let's talk about Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba Gooding Jr. finally came out and gave his take on what they were saying about the Diddy incident on the yacht that he was on and all of that. And, you know, he basically just BSing the whole time. Okay, I'm going to go to it, but I want you all to pay attention to what he says because it's all ridiculous.
What's going on with all the stuff with Diddy, with Little Rod, with, you know, all the stories that everybody's hearing about?
You mean in terms of what?
I mean, you know, raiding his, you know, his house being raided.
I mean, that's crazy. That's the craziest thing I'd ever. And then, hey, how about me? I wake up in the morning, I turn on the station showing actor Cuba Gooding Jr. I was like, excuse me, pull me into this. I think whatever he's dealing with, he's on his journey, man. I think that God has got him on a path where I can't imagine that he's stupid enough to do whatever he's doing and keep it on his premises. I think that the raid and all of that stuff, only time will tell who was involved, who had been a frequent guest in these places and areas. It's funny because my lawyers said, you know, every outlet in the world wants to talk to you. And again, I'm like, I'm not defining myself from some headline in the press. So I stayed quiet and hadn't seen him since that night where this guy with this picture that says that I had my shoulder on him and all this stuff, making it look sordid. Well, that picture, everyone in the room, there's probably 300 of us on the deck of P. Diddy's, I'm going to show you, on P. Diddy's boat, New Year's Eve. I went from one ship, Happy New Year. So I hung out with Tyson, and next ship, there's Drake. This ship had P. Diddy. He had his guy, his videographer. They're listening to music. And he says, hey, Cube, listen, you want to hear P. Diddy's new song? I said, yeah, sure. Sit down next to him. They didn't use this angle, which to me makes me laugh because I go, oh, I get it. You made it look the way you wanted it to look. But that, and if you hold it, you know how you hold it and it does the thing where, can you hear all the people? If you tap it or something, it's a live picture. Do you see what I mean? It's like, here we are just listening to music. Finished, took the thing off, said whatever I said to him, left. That was it. But this guy who's suing him, going after the money, man. I'm sure. And by the way, I don't know P. Diddy's life. I don't know what he's going through. I don't know what the police are going to find on all of that.
Were you guys close? Were you guys friends? Or
we were acquaintances, just like I just showed you.
any of what he just said, I would not have said anything. Okay, I want you all to pay attention. Said the guy had the picture and said that I had my shoulder on him or something. Honey, he said a whole lot more than he had your shoulder on. He said you were groping him and touching his private parts. That's what he said. Okay, Cuba doing too much explaining, says James. Exactly, and lying too. And then that other picture that he showed, what did that have to do with the first one? He said a different angle. That didn't even look like the same picture. Okay, it didn't look anything alike. I'm sorry, what? And then he said you can hear the people talking out there on the deck or whatever. Okay, yeah, the people were likely out there. You were on a yacht. But you were in that room with Rodney Jones by yourself, all hugged up. All right? I mean, who sits that close to listen to music? Okay? Who sits that close up on somebody to listen to music? Cuba Gooding, please. Okay, nice try, but no cigar. Okay, nice try, but no cigar. That's all I'm saying. This is all crazy, honey. I absolutely cannot. I absolutely cannot. But so anyway. Now, oh, I almost forgot to show you all this. We're going to talk about 50 Cent suing Daphne Joy in a minute. And I have the lawsuit. So I'm going to read over a couple of pages. But let's talk about this. Hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. Because somebody, yeah, the guy from Want Coalition, okay? The guy from Want Coalition did a video about Tariq Nasheed saying that Kendrick was for the culture and, you know, that Kendrick is repping FBA and all of this, and he's talking about us. And so the guy doesn't agree with it. And so he showed some proof to dispute and debunk what Bussy Reek, as I love to call him affectionately, okay? Affectionately nonetheless. And so I'm going to put on some music because, honey, I don't need Bussy Reek trying to hit me with a copyright strike because you know he will. All right. So hold on. I'm going to share the video because he's showing Bussy Reek's video on this video that I'm about to show you. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. I just want you all to pay attention to how Bussy Reek is so divisive. At the end of the day, we already know that some of the black foreigners don't care for us, but some of them do. Some of them are perfectly fine. So I don't think we should cover everybody under the same umbrella and put everybody in the same category. Because as far as I'm concerned, there's some African Americans who don't like us either. Candace Owens is one. All right? Well, I can't say Candace Owens because actually I think she comes from the Caribbean. But nonetheless, we have some African Americans who don't care for us, like Tim Scott. Okay? Ketanji Brown Jackson's all I'm saying, okay? Clarence Thomas, okay? I'm sorry, make it all make sense. And so with that all being said, I'm going to share my screen and put on my overlay. Okay, here we go. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. I just thought you all needed to see this.
Also, the thing with Kendrick is speaking on the FBA lineage. He's talking about the lineage. He's talking like us, family. They're listening. He's talking like us.
If y'all familiar with Drake and Kendrick Lamar, y'all know that a rap beef started. Kendrick Lamar took shots at Drake and J. Cole, and then J. Cole, he made a diss, but he backed out. He didn't want to get that energy involved with his life, which is understandable. That when you invite negative energy into your life, then you gotta be willing to accept what comes with that. So it ended up being Kendrick and Drake going back and forth with each other. So if you know the grifter, right? The grifter has been on his page. So the grifter made a statement saying that Kendrick Lamar is making FBA music because he made a song that said they not like us. But the grifter's so stupid, he don't understand that Kendrick Lamar is for his people. Kendrick Lamar is in Africa all the time. Kendrick Lamar don't know a motherfucking thing about no damn FBA. He don't give two fucks about no separation. He's a very righteous brother. I'm gonna play the snippet where your bitch ass nigga Tariq Nasheed talking about, oh, this is FBA culture right here. He's speaking for us right here. I mean, I never seen somebody so stupid and so ignorant be able to lead so many people astray. I guess this is how it goes though when you have the powers that be pushing separation, like it's been from the beginning of our time. Separation has always been between black people, whether you're Caribbean, African, it don't matter where you're from anywhere on earth. They always try to separate us. So to hear this man say this right here, I had to laugh. And those of you who understand about the beef what I'm talking about, y'all gonna laugh too. Y'all check this out.
Boy, K. Dot came out with a summer banger. You dig? Also, the thing with Kendrick is speaking on the FBA lineage. He's talking about the lineage. He's talking like us, family. They're listening. He's talking like us. And that's what's hot right now. That movement going on, that delineation movement, that heritage movement. You see? K. Dot is reading the room. He's reading the streets. That's an FBA anthem. Yeah?
One Coalition, y'all see how I don't care who tell it? Y'all see what I just showed y'all, how Kendrick Lamar is for his people and for the African people and for us coming together and uniting, for us to move back home movement. He's with that. So y'all stop listening to the lies coming from this grifter, man. All y'all people who follow this dude are being led astray. And when the shit hit the fan, it's gonna hit the fan. Yo, everybody have a good night, man. Thank you for supporting the channel, One Coalition.
Okay, shout out to One Coalition. Let me say this. First of all, DBB said that's the FBA culture. Leon said blind leading the blind. I know, right? It's hilarious. DBB, hold on. I put up the wrong comment. Hold on. I'm at the belief that the saltines on the right are breaking Marcus off a hidden check. Oh, please. Of course. Absolutely. Bussy Reek is hella reaching. Yeah, he absolutely is. Bussy Reek is pathetic as F. Yes, that too. Okay, so here's the thing. I want you all to pay attention because, hold on. Kindly Kenley says, didn't Kendrick do a whole documentary of him going to Ghana or Kenya? I believe so. And here's the thing that I was going to say. On that album, on his CD To Pimp a Butterfly, do you remember the song he was calling himself King Kunta? Remember that? King Kunta? Like Kunta Kinte? I'm sorry. What? Bussy Rick, please sit down somewhere trying to paint false narratives, okay? He's not talking about no damn FBA, and neither is anybody else except for him and his minions. That's just what it is. All right? And not to mention, if you remember, in one of the songs Kendrick talked about, or at the end, I believe, at the end of one of the songs or the album, he talked about negus, Negus. Remember that? Okay? Remember that? Negus, that's an Ethiopian word, which means emperor or royalty. All right? So that's why they call us Niggas, negus. Because they take whatever we have for positivity and turn it into something nefarious. Okay? Just like I just told you all yesterday. Just like I told you all yesterday. Byron B said, was he dodging blow darts? A real cute. Busserick needs to shut up and sit down somewhere. Yes, absolutely. I agree, beloved. Okay? Busserick better chill before Crody's come to him. You all are something else. Okay, anyway, with that all been said, let's talk about 50 so I can get out of here because I have another live to do and I don't want to be late. I think I already am though, or I will be in a minute. Okay, so as I said, 50 is suing Daphne Joy for defamation. And good, because y'all know 50 Cent will sue you. That's one thing he will do. Let's not forget how he sued Tierra Marie for $30,000. And I don't know why she owed him that money, but he sued her for it. And I don't think she ever finished paying it off. And 50, you know, he'll come for you in a heartbeat. So with that all being said, let's get into it. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. I'm going to pull up these documents. Just going to read a couple of pages. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Okay, so it says plaintiff Curtis Jackson III, by and through his undersigned counsel, appears to file this original petition against defendant Daphne Joy Narvaez, right, and respectfully would show as follows. So Jackson is an artist, entrepreneur, and philanthropist who is widely known professionally as 50 Cent. Now, in late March of this year, Jackson learned that Narvaez, the mother of his minor son, was alleged in a high-profile lawsuit to have been a one-time or a long-time SEX worker. Okay, upon learning this information, Jackson decided to take immediate legal action to protest the interests of his minor child, which decision was publicly reported. Now, in direct response to Jackson's decision to take legal action to protect his son, Narvaez retaliated by immediately taking to the internet and publishing multiple defamatory statements on her public Instagram, which boasts about 2 million followers. So falsely and publicly accused Jackson of rape and physical abuse during their prior relationship in a purposeful attempt on information and belief to destroy his personal and business reputation and to harm Jackson's commercial and business interests, negatively affect his custody case, and prevent him from seeing their minor son. Narvaez's claims are false. Okay, so she did this purposely, and given the serious nature of the public statements that were made concerning Jackson, a world famous celebrity, Narvaez, I know I'm saying her name wrong, Instagram post quickly reached its desired impact and went viral across social media and the internet. Moreover, Daphne Joy her false accusations have been republished countless times and covered extensively, okay, by wide-reaching reputable publications such as People and USA Today, among others, as apparently intended by her. Okay, she wanted Jackson to be subjected to extensive public ridicule, hatred, and contempt, with members of the public calling for Jackson to be canceled or thrown in the trash, and going so far as to praise prior attempts on his life. Given the nature of the public statements made concerning him, Jackson brings this action for defamation per se in order to vindicate his rights and protest his reputation from her calculated attack. Okay, so, and he wants her to take down and remove the defamatory statements from her Instagram account because they're still up, and any other public platforms where they may exist. Jackson also seeks money damages, including punitive and exemplary damages for the severe harm intentionally caused by her false and defamatory statements and her malicious and unlawful actions, in addition to those damages presumed to flow from defamation per se. Wow. So what do you all think about this? Prior to commencing this action, Jackson provided Daphne Joy multiple opportunities to correct, clarify, and or enact her defamatory statements, all to no avail. So she wasn't going to take it down. She wasn't going to recant. She wasn't going to do any of that. So as far as I'm concerned, she's getting exactly what she deserves. And here's the thing. Welcome, VR said Diddy probably put her up to it. Well, Byron B said not extensively, Queen. Yes. Okay, but here's the thing. I don't think Diddy had to put her up to it, beloved. I think she was just mad when 50 kept clowning her, calling her a little SEX worker. And specifically, she was triggered, I believe, when he said he was going to file for custody of their son. And I would too. Why are you out here being an SEX worker allegedly and hanging out with Diddy? Okay, where is your child at when this is going on? So yeah, she did this in retaliation. And remember, when this story first came out, I told you all that. I said, now she's just mad and she's doing this to try to throw this dirt out there on 50, to turn everyone against him and basically to try to stop him from getting custody. But 50 did the right thing, because when someone lies on you and says something negative that is absolutely not true, this is what you do. You file a lawsuit. And I want you to pay attention to that, because many of these people who claim that people are lying on them, What they don't do is file a lawsuit for defamation, libel, or slander. Okay? That's what they don't do, which leads me to think that, you know, what the people are accusing them of is absolutely to be believed. Okay? It is to be believed at the end of the day. Okay? And so anyway, with that all being said, Jeffrey Mack says, first time catching a live. I'm just here to hear you say nefarious. Now that's nefarious within itself, beloved. Okay. So with that all being said, Byron B says, exactly, Queen. Okay, just another woman said, I would file for custody of my son. Yeah, exactly. Also, because like I said, you can't be the best mother if you're an sex worker. All right, I'm just saying. Courtney J said, like Jaguar, right? Exactly. No one has sued Jack ever. All right. And then some people will say, well, I heard somebody saying one day, well, she doesn't really have anything for them to sue. That's not the point. That's not the point. If someone said things about me that were unequivocally not true and were defamatory as far as I was concerned, I would sue them. I don't care if you were homeless. I would sue you for the mere fact that you shouldn't have said it and to teach you a lesson, and also to let everyone know when we go to court that you lied. Okay? That's how you do that. Okay, I want y'all to pay attention, honey, because I'm the one that sued YouTube for defamation, libel, and slander. Please pay attention. Please pay attention. Did y'all forget? Okay, that time I posted something about certain folk, and then YouTube accused me of, what did they accuse me of? Cyberbullying and harassment. I'm sorry, who? I never cyberbullied or harassed anyone on YouTube, but they know it. So I took them to court. All right? I took them to court. With that all being said. Now, so everyone, please get those likes up. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. And I hope to see you all on the next broadcast. Okay? I hope to see you all on the backup channel. Okay. I hope to see you all on the backup channel. Moderators, please drop the link for the next live in the chat, please. The queen is not to be tried, said Deronda. Okay? Eric said, didn't wig come for you, queen? You know she did, honey. She had her lawyer send me a cease and desist. But guess what? It didn't do anything but get her more trouble, because at the end of the day, I wasn't taking down any videos. Wanted me to take down my videos going in on her. No, I didn't take them down. In fact, those videos are still up. All right? They're still up because I told no lies. I told no lies at the end of the day. Juju said, love you to life, queen. I love you right, black beloved. Okay, so with that all being said, everyone like and share this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. And I hope to see you all on the next live that's starting immediately following this one, okay? Until next time, beloveds, each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember to keep the Most High first in your lives. Gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. That's See right. A bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece. This time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got